Hey everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. It's Sunday afternoon, almost Sunday evening, I guess now. Where's the day go? I want to wrap up my look at this great box set. I really have enjoyed it. Van Halen, the studio albums 1978 to 1984. Their first 6 studio albums. Before I get into everything, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. As I said, you guys have been amazing. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the awesome likes and subscribes. I'm trying to respond to every comment that I've been given, and will continue to do so. So again, thank you. So, just to review, we looked at their debut album. I gave that a 10 out of 10. Van Halen 2, I gave that another 10 out of 10. Women and Children First, the same, 10 out of 10. Fair Warning, gave that a 10 out of 10. Diver Down, 10 out of 10. So let's see what this one does. Make that my thumbnail. 1984. Obviously came out in 1984. The 6th studio album released in 1984 was the last album to feature singer David Lee Roth until 2012's album A Different Kind of Truth. He left in 1985 due to creative differences. Michael Anthony, the bass player, left in 2006 after a turbulent dismissal, I guess if you call it, and was replaced with Eddie's son Wolfgang. Their debut album and 1984 were the only 2 albums selling 10 million copies or more. So they were the best-selling albums. Rolling Stones ranked in 1984 number 81 on the list of 100 greatest albums of all time. Or sorry, in the 80s, not of all time, in the 80s. Reached number 2 in the Billboard 200 and remained there for 5 weeks. 1984 had 4 big singles off of it. Jump, which was Van Halen's only number 1 single on the Billboard Top 100. Panama, a big top 20 hit. All Wait, another big top 20 hit. And an MTV favorite and a Much Music favorite, Hot for Teacher. The album was certified diamond in 1999. Big hits, as I said, starts off with 1984 and Jump and All Wait, both featuring heavy synthesizers by Eddie Van Halen. Both David Lee Roth and Ted Templeton, the producer, didn't really like the synthesizer. They tried to discourage Eddie from using those, but he continued to wanted to use them, and I think it fit well for the album at the time. What it did is basically brought Van Halen to a newer audience with not only MTV and Much Music, but those synthesizers became more of an 80s sound. The next song, Panama, features a heavy guitar riff reminding of their early work. The engine noises of the first of Panama were made from Eddie Van Halen revving up his Lamborghini with mics near the tailpipe. I didn't know that. That's cool. Next song, Top Jimmy, big tribute to James Paul Koncek. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Of the band Jimmy and the Rhythm Pigs. Awesome track. Awesome track. Next is Drop Dead Legs, another hard rocker. Hot for Teacher, again a regular staple on MTV and Much Music. Much Music being the Canadian version of MTV, music video station. The single also helped the success of the album as well. I'll Wait, the other big single, features a great synth riff, great rhythm, steady beat by the band. Girl Gone Bad was written in the middle of the night in a hotel room that him and Valerie Bertinelli, his wife at the time, had rented. He woke up and, not wanting to wake her up, grabbed his guitar and a tape recorder, went into the closet and wrote that song. And finally, House of Pain, a funky closing song. Album was it was really greatly produced, had some great jams. I'm just not sure if the synthesizers helped with the aging of the album. It sounds dated in a way. It's not like the other albums that were just straight ahead rock and roll and guitars and drums and bass that stood the test of time. This one has an 80s sound to it, and I don't know how well it made it to 2020. Again, doesn't quite stand up to the rest of the albums. Not that it's a great album, don't get me wrong. It's had great singles, exposed the band to a new audience, but not sure if it compares to the straight ahead rock and roll of the other albums, as I said. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Again, I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's a great album. Put them on the map, basically, to a newer audience. But it was kind of an end of an era as well with the band. But I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So that means if you round it all up, the whole package gets a 9 out of 10. Not a bad rating for a great box set. So 9 out of 10 on that one. Definitely an album you need to listen to, 1984. If you haven't heard it, definitely an album you need to listen to. As well as the other albums. You got Diver Down, you got Fair Warning, Women and Children First, Van Halen 2, and Van Halen 1. Can't go wrong with that. 6 great albums by a great band. What are you doing down there, Sally? Max wants to come up to me. Come on, up. So on top of that, I'll probably be doing, I don't have 5150, but I do have Balance and OU 812 and For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. So I thought I'd do a ranking of those, the Sammy Hagar years, to see how they rank. But anyway, that's my ranking of this box set. Great box set. Check it out. Thank you again for all the likes and subscribes. I greatly appreciate it. Please continue to put great comments out there. And thanks again. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.